Hey there, it's Kat and this is Brews and Reviews. Today's video is a little bit of a random one, and it's mostly existing on the internet because I'm annoyed. So I am here requesting your help because I keep looking at my bullet journal and getting very annoyed. Let me explain. So at the start of the year, I decided I was going to take part in a couple of different challenges, a couple of my own personal challenges and a couple that I found on the internet. So one of them was the If You've Got It, Read It challenge that is hosted by Spinebreakers. And the other one that I'm going to be talking about in today's video is the A to Z challenge, which is you read a book starting with every letter of the alphabet and, you go through it, right? Okay, so why am I annoyed? Well, I started off the year doing really well at both of these challenges, and for the last 2-3 months, it's just come to a standstill, and I can't fulfill these last few challenges, and it's really annoying me because I'm like, why? How have I not managed to read books with other letters? Why do I keep reading things with the same letters in? And there's just one challenge left on the If You've Got It, Read It challenge. Why can't I do it? Why? Please help me. Help me. Let me tell you the challenges, and then I invite you to suggest books that I can read based on the challenges that I have, because I keep looking at my shelves and not picking up books that start with different letters. Apparently I've just read a lot of books that start with like M, B, C. It's a bad time, okay? I need your help. So the challenge that I've still got to complete for the If You've Got It, Read It challenge is to read a book from the decade that I was born in. Now, I was born in the 1990s. Can't for the life of me find anything. Why can't I do that? A book that I've not read that's on my shelf that came out in the 1990s. What? I will post a picture of my shelves so that you can see the books that exist on there. Please help me. Now let's move on to the A to Z challenge, because they don't have to be books that live on my shelves. I could get them on audiobook, I could read any new books, I could buy things. Oh my god, I could buy things. But I do need help because I seem to just be skipping all of these letters. And some of these letters you would think, how have you not read anything that begins with that letter? I don't know! So the first letter on that list is D. How have I not read a book that begins with D? We're in August now, what's wrong with me? The next letter is J. Now, I know from experience that I have like one book that begins with J on the shelf, and I've really not been in the mood to read that many thrillers at the moment, so I know why I haven't picked that one up. But if you've got any really good recommendations, or maybe I could read like The Jasmine Throne, I've heard really good things about that. Anyway, J, recommendations please. The next letter is U. U. Help me, please. And then we have V, which again I find quite surprising because I feel like there should be a lot of books that begin with V. And then, X, Y, and Z. I have not managed to do that. And Y is another surprising one, because surely there are loads of books that begin with Y. I mean, X and Z, yes, okay, I imagine there will be very few. I do own Zenith, so that is my like backup plan, last choice one. I say that, but I know some people who like Zenith, so I'm keeping an open mind about that. And if that does have to be my Z choice, then it will be. But I would really like to hear some recommendations of books for these letters that you guys would like me to read. And you know what, if I get enough recommendations, then I'd like to do a reading vlog or another video about it so that I can complete these challenges with you guys, with your help. That would be great. So just to recap, I need a book on my shelves that was written in the decade that I was born, which is the 1990s. And I need books beginning with D, J, U, V, X, Y, and Z. Please help me. I probably was a little bit unnecessarily angry in this video, but it's mostly because I keep looking at these pages in my bullet journal every month. Every time I finish a book and going, no, doesn't count for this. Can't count it for this. Beside the point, please help me. I need some recommendations, and that would be lovely. Thank you. So if you like this video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!